Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am General Lotz, and we are here today to talk about a little game called Star Trek Legacy. And joining me on this monumentous journey is... All right, let's check the chat real quick because there's already people here. Judge Dredd, I'm not looking forward to that because that's got Taika Waititi. It's like, oh my god, it's going to be cringe as fuck. I mean, like, poor Judge Dredd. And hello, Riley. I don't know. The merger between Paramount and Skydance, I'm not hopeful just because the writers out there just aren't good. They don't get what Star Trek's meant to be. They make it far too negative. And yes, may the Force be with you in Star Trek, whatever. Alien Earth, it looked pretty good. I don't know if Alien Earth is going to be any good, but I'll tell you this. Before we get into like talking about this game, I want to first touch on Superman 2025. I recently saw that. It's nothing like what the reviewers say it was. Like Superman, like, yeah, he gets beat up a little bit, but he gives a good fight and actually, you know, wins. It's like the idea that Superman shouldn't be in peril is pretty stupid. It's got some perfunctory politics in it, but you can just ignore them. Like, they're barely there. Like, you could literally just snip it out with, like, Adobe Premiere, and it wouldn't affect the movie at all. The basic plot is good. Like, it's just a good movie. It was fun. I actually, gotta tell you, I'd watch it a second time if I could. So, as for this game, Star Trek Legacy. Now, Triple X, have you seen Star Trek? Did you ever care about Star Trek? Okay, wait a second. We don't have audio for you right now. Okay, say something.
Hello.
Okay, we got your audio back. Thank you, Cyrus, and thank you, Tintin. Okay.
I saw Star Trek in the 80s with my aunt growing up. I was a little, and I couldn't really understand the plot, but it was fun for what it was.
And so that would have been the TOS, I believe, the original series from the 60s.
I remember a bit of the Picard stuff, too.
Wait a second.
I remember some of the Picard episodes, too.
Okay, that's usually the best and what most people would have actually seen. Like, I grew up around the same time you did. I think we're separated by like 4 or 5 years, so I watched much of the same stuff you would have. And I started out with the original series with Captain Kirk as well. So, like, Star Trek, like with Star Wars, is pretty much dead right now just because of mergers, bad writing, stuff like that. So, Star Trek technically died in 2005 with the end of Star Trek Enterprise, which is a prequel. After that, this game would come out a year after that. And so Star Trek Legacy here is pretty cool because it brings together all the captains of the Star Trek shows. They're all in this game. They paid a lot of money for that. Or maybe they didn't pay that much money because they are TV actors, so they probably don't come as expensive as a movie actor would. But the fact is, though, in the the early 2000s, there was a bunch of Star Trek games released. There was Star Trek Encounters for the PS2, Star Trek Conquest for the PS2. Both games were pretty terrible. And then you had Star Trek Legacy for the Xbox 360 and PC. And we're looking at the PC version here with the Ultimate Universe mod, but this is kind of like the swan song for the original Star Trek here. Like, this has all the original people in it. It's set in the original universe. Because everything after this would be alternate universe stuff. You know, because in 2009 you've got the Jar Jar Trek. Did you ever see any of those, Triple X?
No, sir.
Okay, you're not missing much. It's pretty garbage. Everybody in 2009 kind of liked Jar Jar Trek 1. I kind of liked it too. I haven't bought the ship. Then there was Jar Jar Trek 2, and people kind of liked it as well. And then by the third one, nobody liked it, and that was 2016. So it's been 10 years since we had a Star Trek movie.
What was the one with oh god, can't think of his name. Anton Yelchin was I think like the big bad, and then he died like in real life.
No, he played young Chekhov, is what you're thinking of. He was in the Jar Jar Treks as young Chekhov.
I did see that.
The villain you might be thinking of is Peter Weller. Peter Weller was the villain of the second one. And he was pretty good in it. Mostly all right. So, after that, though, they had the 25% different universe where you had the TV show Star Trek Discovery, which, according to the chat, got better in Season 5. I don't know. I haven't sat through it. I saw the first season and thought it was the worst thing I'd ever seen. Like, they retconned literally everything. Then there was Star Trek Lower Decks, which is just Rick and Morty, but Star Trek. And then there's Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which is okay, but still not that great. And happy birthday, Cyrus. All right, so we've got all the waffle out of the way. We got the Waffle House. We're going to play the stock campaign. Wait, say again.
Happy birthday, Cyrus.
24. It goes fast. Okay, we're not going to play the entire campaign. We're actually going to skip ahead a little bit. So the basic plot of this is a Borg origin story. There's been a bunch of these over the years. This is just another one. I love how we've got 80,000 command points. See, this is a mod. Also, this mod introduces a whole bunch of ships that were not in the base game. This base game had, like, no budget, because I guess they spent most of the money on the captains. But, so there weren't that many ships. It's really buggy. The mod fixes a lot of it, though. Since we've got 80,000 command points, we're gonna buy all these ships. The good ones. Oops. So this is, we're playing right now in the, I'll let Scott Bakula talk.
After briefing the Vulcan government on Tyrell's subterfuge,
Scott Bakula.
to render assistance in the Epsilon Theta star system. An outbreak of some kind of mutagenic virus has occurred on all the inhabited worlds within this system. Starfleet has managed to synthesize...
Okay, hold on. We're going to skip past this because this is not the mission I wanted to do. Oops. The mission I wanted to do is actually the one where we... This is kind of a filler mission. A lot of Star Trek is filler. What we want actually is... I think this one? Yeah, so basically the main villain of this game is actually an evil Vulcan. Okay, here we go. We're just gonna use the super awesome ship? Okay, here we go. Well, let Scott Bakula talk. Actually, he's not talking right now, so I'll tell you, like, this game was so low budget they couldn't even license the Star Trek theme. So the theme is, like, sounds kind of Star Trek-ish, but isn't. Actually, a lot of those games from the early 2000s couldn't afford the Star Trek theme, so it's just kind of like...
It looks like your researchers have some company.
Did you say this was a 360 title?
Yeah.
Did you say what year it came out?
2006. This is the PC version, though.
I know, I remember that.
I'm going to try and talk to them first. This is the Starfleet ship Enterprise. Cease your hostilities immediately.
While I prize your optimism, Captain, I suggest you speak to the Romulans in a language they understand.
All right. So this is like... This is supposed to be like a Starfleet Command kind of game, but mainly for consoles. It works pretty well. It's not the best game there ever was. They didn't have the budget or the time to make it any better than it is. But I'm a pretty big fan of it. I primarily played the 360 version. I never had the PC version until, like, now. I would say, like, you could acquire it legally, but it's been delisted for a long time. So you do have to kind of, like, search to find it. But once you do, it's pretty okay. As you can hear, the audio's a little fucked up, but it works well enough, you know.
That seems to be all of them, but there could be more in the area.
The reason I ask about what console generation's from is because it's giving me very early 360 vibes.
Yeah, it did come out in the... This came out in 06.
Yeah, that is pretty early. And I know graphics don't make a good game, because you got good graphics mixed with janky background graphics.
Yeah. They didn't have much of a budget to begin with, and they were really pushed for time. And this is the PC version with a mod that tries to make it look better. The 360 version technically works worse than this.
return it to
But
operational
that's
status
kind of Star Trek in a
without
nutshell. Star Trek
transmission
never had the
inside of
budget
its control center.
that Star Wars had. So they never Star Trek the show didn't have the budget, nor did any of the games or any of the other media. So the fact this game got made at all is pretty good.
I miss the days of going looking at magazines and seeing upcoming games and the graphics that they would showcase and being like, oh, it's gonna be the best.
Yeah.
Because we have hit a wall in terms of graphical fidelity.
It's worse.
Sure didn't waste much time.
Raynick, one of my friends, sent me a comparison video, and it's like, yeah, the graphics are actually worse now.
It seems like it, because it's like it can only get so real.
Not just that, but it's less real than it used to be. But, okay, so this is actually, this part of the game takes place in the 22nd century. So not that much further in the future than we are now. And so, like, no Starfleet yet. Humanity doesn't even have shields on its ships. They have polarized, my voice just died. Polarized hull plating and stuff like that. Now, the ship we're playing right now, though, is a ship that never was seen in the show because it got canceled too fast. This is actually like, this actually is a Starfleet vessel, just to confuse everybody. Basically, Season 5 was supposed to see, like, oh yeah, Star Trek Enterprise got canceled in Season 4. This was a ship that was supposed to show up in Season 5. It even got teased in a calendar. And this does have shields. It's really overpowered for this era. But, like, Enterprise wasn't bad. Scott Bakula did, I think, a pretty good job. I like Scott Bakula.
Yeah, he was good in Quantum Leap.
Enterprise to Commander Terrell. Another
We don't talk about that NCIS show he was on.
Oh, I didn't even know. I know he is on a, like, one of those or at least he was on a random crime show, because...
yeah, NCIS Louisiana.
Okay, hey, at least he got work. Let's see. Sadly, can't stay too long today. He still has his Xbox 360 copy. Cool. I still have mine too, but I prefer the PC version just because I can have all these modded ass ships, including this one here, the ship that never got seen on the show. Any upcoming games I'm looking forward to? Not really. At least none that I can think of off the top of my head. Just because there's just not that much coming out that I care about. And yeah, realistic stuff. It's again.
That isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Whoa, could it crash right into that? You can't crash into anything in this game. You just kind of bounce off of it. I'm okay with that. It doesn't have to be 100% realistic. Alien Isolation 2. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, actually. I forgot that was even a thing. Ronald
It's
D.
sad
Moore was
that in
actually...
2010, in 2010, I could list 5 games that I'm looking forward to coming up. Probably up till 2015.
Yeah, I could
But
agree
now
with
it's
that.
like, yeah, there's nothing coming out that I'm even remotely interested in.
Well, I used to feel kind of sad whenever there would be like a hardware generation upgrade. It's like, man, am I gonna be able to play the games? It's so Ronald D. Moore was looking for achievements. I got a couple of the achievements. I still remember some of the achievements on the Xbox version. Like, if you use like a 22nd century ship in the 24th century, you could get an achievement for that. And I tried that and died a lot. Probably don't want to do that. Well, Star Trek at that time when Enterprise was on the air usually got 7 seasons. Even Voyager, which I think is actually a substantially worse show than Enterprise, got its full 7 seasons. So it's like, why didn't Enterprise get it? I liked Enterprise. It had some shit episodes, but it was pretty okay. And Jolene Blaylock was the hot girl of the show. She played the sexy Vulcan. I think she was hotter than 7 of 9. Just saying.
Ooh, you just reminded me of something. What's the name? I can't think of the name of that awful show that's out right now, where the strong whammon of color rips off Tony Stark.
Iron Heart, I think.
Yes, thank you. Do you know her name on the show is Riri.
That is just offensive. That's offensive even to me. It's like, come on, people.
Do you know when we were kids, we used to call each other Riri because
No, I
that
did not.
meant something totally different?
No, I did not. Honestly, when I hear the name Ree, that honestly sounds kind of redneck to me.
I'm
Like,
sure you can figure out what it meant.
yeah, but whenever I hear that, I think of like Ree. It's like, Ree, we going down to get some more hogs from the market or something.
You have everyone from the station? Damn it all, we're still reading life signs on the outpost.
Legacy
One
ran
down
on the
the old square dance.
Exactly. I actually did learn how to square dance as a kid. Mad Doc, the developers of this game became Rockstar New England. Wow. And this ran on a RTS engine? Damn, I'm surprised it worked as good as it does.
I had to learn to square dance too.
What? You're in the north.
I know, but it was mandatory in Catholic school.
Wow. I do wonder if that Ironheart show might actually not be that bad, because that's something I was talking to Triple X just before the stream started. It's like, you've got reviewers who are on the left and right, and each are biased because of their politics. What if, like, Ironheart is actually just kind of an adequate show that's not, like, terrible, but not, like, great either?
My mistaken judgment cost these people their lives. I won't make that
I
error.
doubt it, but you never know.
There's one reviewer whose word I take as gospel. And no, it's not the critical drinker.
I honestly don't like that guy.
I might say his name wrong. I apologize, but his name is Disparo. He's a British YouTuber. Yeah, I love his sarcastic takes.
Okay, let's get that awesome ship that technically doesn't exist because it didn't actually make it into the show.
Captain's log, May 8th, 2159.
My opinion on Jedi Ronin, well, they didn't call them that back in the EU. They just called them regular people. Like, you could leave the Jedi Order and it wasn't considered a big deal. And they did it all the time, like in the Old Republic. It's a cool concept. There's no reason why they couldn't do that. They really
So
made
those are Jedi without masters?
Yeah.
Medical ships have been dispatched. However,
It wasn't that big of a deal back in the EU times. So, Enterprise here, what it did also is it made the Vulcans into assholes that thought they were better than everyone and everything. But that was actually kind of a thing that was already established in the books. I mentioned this in an upcoming video, where like, there's a book called Star Trek Dreadnought, where one of the Vulcans is like really good at designing weapons, and he gets completely ostracized from Vulcan because of it. But here's the thing. Vulcans are supposed to believe in, and I'm telling the truth here, infinite diversity and infinite infinite diversity and infinite something or other. I can't remember what it's called now, but it's basically where like diversity is our strength, and yet in the show they never actually live up to that. It's like, if you don't do exactly what the Vulcan government wants, you're considered evil and terrible. It's like, uh-oh. What does that remind you of?
Infinite DEI. Oh, no.
Well, it's more like, you know, we've got the idea of, you know, we're all about diversity today. But if you don't believe in the exact way you're supposed to believe, you're considered evil and terrible, you know? So it's diversity.
That sounds very much like a certain political party.
Exactly. It's like, but that's the Vulcans, though. It's like, you are free to believe in exactly what you're told. And there can be no deviation whatsoever. So, like, the controls for this are a little weird. Like, you kind of have to use a controller and a mouse to make this all work.
Question for you.
Go for it.
And I'm going to have to tiptoe around this a little bit. So please bear with me.
Oh, dear.
Did you ever see those videos? It's called Mid-Century German Reacts.
Oh, yeah.
There's one where Data is giving his cat to the Klingon. And they're dubbing clips from
Downfall.
That, yes. Oh, is it so good?
Yeah, I've seen that. Although technically his name is pronounced Data.
With you.
Technically,
Yeah, I said Data, didn't I?
You know what's funny though? Since you're not a Star Trek fan, you don't know why that's funny though. You don't know why that's funny. Technically, in season 2 of Star Trek TNG, one of the characters mistakenly calls him Data, and it's a big deal. You just dead named Data.
Oh, I'm so canceled.
Hashtag cancel the medic for dead naming Data. His name really is Data, but it was a thing in like season 2. They introduced like a character from like played by an old TOS actor. Everybody hated her, but I thought she was all right. She
Wesley
aged...
Crusher?
No, Dr. Pulaski. Everybody hated her. She was played by an actress who showed up and was really hot back in the 60s. She showed up in the 80s and I think was in her 60s, and she aged all right. Not people age a lot better today than they did back in the old days. I'm just saying, like, you look at women in their 60s today and it's like, oh dear. It's like, oh dear. And yeah, the Vulcans and Romulans are the same species. There's a whole big thing about that, actually. Where, like, the Vulcans and Romulans wanted to reunify, and yeah, it was a big plot line for a while. It's just a fun, kind of basic console game. I actually like it a bit more than some of the more tactically minded ones. Because it just kind of gets rid of a lot of the stupid crap. And the original PC games that had come out were basically based on the board game, if I'm not mistaken, of Starfleet Command. Which basically you had to be really good at math to play. Star Trek is considered the more nerdy franchise, but I mean, Star Trek has a lot of space gods, and Star Wars doesn't have that. Say what you will about, you know, the Force and laser swords, but you don't just have, like, a god show up and, like, you know, be an asshole. And yeah, I liked Pulaski. She was a very nice MILF. Okay, what am I trying to do here? I'm too busy yakking about crap. Oh, we gotta, like, cure all the planets, I think. They got the space COVIDs. And yeah,
oh no!
Exactly. I mean, they gotta lock down. They gotta have space lockdown. Okay,
Somehow
yeah.
it's even fault.
Exactly. So like the Enterprise here is utterly worthless because it doesn't have shields. So you kind of like have to keep them away from combat, because if you don't, they'll die. Our ships, the modded in ships, have shields and superior weapons. So yeah. I do not know. I've not played the Xbox 360 version in a long time, so I don't really remember, to be honest. I don't mind it being faster because, you know, we're streaming. Have I ever been to CA?
For the budget of this game, it's actually quite beautiful in places.
I don't know if that's the original game or if that's the mod. I don't remember. That's the thing. It's like, I played the Xbox 360 version a lot. I'm going to show a mission after we finish this one. No, later in the stream, where it was so frustrating, I literally threw the game box across the room, and it smashed into a stand holding up one of my Star Trek ships. I did not mean to do that. I was like, fuck this game, and I threw it, and of course, it ended up hitting my ship. You know, of course it did.
Of course. And
yeah, I have been to CA. In fact, me and California have a very strange relationship. I don't know what it is about that state, but it seems that every female I get together with is from there. Don't ask me why. But every one of them. Everyone, except for like 2. So, yeah, I have been to CA. Specifically Sacramento, which apparently is not as shitty as LA or all the rest. It was alright. I mean, I wouldn't want to live there, I can tell you that.
Romulan ships approaching, Captain.
Managed to get all the achievements. I never tried to get too many achievements in any of these games just because I never really cared that much. But like, if it was one that looked cool, like having a 22nd century ship in you know, the 24th century, it's like, yeah, I'll try that one. Kirk missions took 45 minutes. I vaguely remember that. We'll see if it takes that long. Because we're gonna use all the broke ass ships.
You know, every time I've been to California, it's been on fire.
Yep. This is true. This is true.
Yeah, I never just go to visit. It's always just, help, we're on fire. Oh, fine.
Okay, you can like have more power to like the weapons, but then you won't have as much shield generation power. And we're being attacked by like every enemy ship. The AI in the PC version's not quite as good as the 360 version, I think. And I don't know the control to like get all the ships to like follow me. Okay, let's put everybody on like all power to shields so we won't die. Once you get the AI to do something, it's usually smart enough to like attack. But I find it where like the AI will just like sit and do nothing. Have you played the 25th anniversary of Judgment Rights? No, I've not. And we got in and out, I can make a horrible joke and will. Let's just say that the first time I went to California, I was doing a little in, out, in, out. But anyway, I actually did legitimately go to the In and Out hamburger place. And I can tell you that it was 100% adequate. It tasted sort of like Whataburger more than anything else. We got In-N-Outs here in Texas, but they're in a very... The one that's near me is literally by a mall, and the traffic is so bad. The one time I wanted to go there, I was like, yeah, I would literally rather eat a store-bought rotisserie chicken than wait in that line to try to get a goddamn hamburger. So... California is bad enough. Any of those, yeah. Wait a second.
We don't have any of those here.
No, you're not missing much because, like, the person I was in outing at the time, kind of talked a big game about it, and I thought like it was okay, but it certainly didn't like wow me. It was like, oh, it's like Whataburger only in California.
We do have a Wahlburgers location, which is one of the Wahlburgers brothers restaurants.
Never even heard of it. Okay, let's get the Enterprise over here. This guy's getting hurt. This guy's getting fucked up bad. Okay, let's... See, like the 20
Alright, I got a
seconds...
question for you.
Go for it.
Of the three big chain restaurants, who's the best? McDonald's, Burger King, or Wendy's?
I've not been to a Wendy's in like 10 years, so I don't really know. I used to like Wendy's because they had like really cheap chicken McNuggets, or chicken nuggets. Not chicken McNuggets, or Chicky Wendy nuggets. I would say Whataburger. Not a Whataburger. That's not what you asked. Burger King.
Same. I would rank them Burger King, Wendy's, McDonald's.
I don't think I'd ever go to McDonald's anymore. The last time I went was, I think maybe 2013, and it was pretty nasty business. Those chicken nuggies were not good.
There's only two things at McDonald's that I like. The McRib and that stupid orange soda.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to save, like... we're trying to save one of these ships because they can't... They're completely helpless. Let's see. Enterprise... Go shoot that one ship, please. Man, this ship here is getting completely rocked. Okay. Just get out of combat and heal, you idiot. Okay, what were you saying?
The only thing I like at McDonald's is the McRib and the stupid orange drink thing they have.
Oh, I never had their orange drink, nor the McRib. I'd always just get like the hamburger. The Big Mac is like a complete waste of money, I think.
Yeah.
But like I said, the last time
Now,
I went,
go ahead.
I was gonna say like the last time I went to McDonald's, all I got was the chicken nuggets and was very disappointed.
Wendy's makes a spicy chicken that's amazing. But it's only good when it's fresh. God help you if it's old.
That's usually the case with a lot of those, I think. Okay, get over there, you idiot. Attack that ship. Come on, Archer. Come on, Scott Bakula. Pretend this is like CSI Las Vegas or something. And be smart. No, where are you going? Where is he going? Oh, God. Come on, get over there and save those ships. Is this guy really... Okay. That's not him. Yeah, and sometimes...
Last thing I'll mention about fast food places. When I was a kid, the Burger King by my house had a tie-in with the Ninja Turtles, where they had like the Ninja Turtle toys and the kids' meals.
Yeah.
But for $2, you got a very special 1 of 4 limited edition Ninja Turtles cartoons that were never aired on TV.
The hell of a deal.
And I had 2 of the 4, and I coveted them.
Yeah, I can imagine. That would have been really cool. I mean, like, especially back in those days before any sort of like content distribution, like that would have been like the holy grail of TNT-dom.
Each VHS had 2 episodes, so there was 8 in total that never aired. That's almost a full season of today.
Yeah, that is pretty nuts. I didn't even know about that. I remember I got some VHS tapes from, I think it was a Pizza Hut. Okay.
Yeah.
There was X-Men. Okay, come on, Enterprise. Please go and save that ship. Okay, you get over here. You idiot, go over there. Where's my hurt guy? Why is he in combat? Okay, good, he's not. He's just chilling off the side of the map. Okay. I swear, some of these really hurt ships, they will literally go into combat, even though they're like on fire and the entire crew, this guy's literally just sitting here like a dumbass. There's literally a Romulan 2 feet away from him. Does he attack? No, he's just chilling. But did you ever get those X-Men tapes from, I think, Pizza Hut?
Ironically, no. I used to get video games from Pizza Hut.
What?
They would have demo discs that you could take home for your PlayStation if you bought like a personal pan pizza.
Huh.
Like they had like exclusive deals. Like some of the demos, like you couldn't get them anywhere but Pizza Hut.
Once again, that was pretty clever. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Austin is very much like LA, I think, but I have not been to Austin in like 10 years, so I couldn't tell you how good or how bad it is now. But yeah, it basically is the California of Texas, more or less. But it used to be cool. It used to say like, keep Austin weird, and so it was cool at one point, but I don't know how good it is now. Maybe it has recovered since Rona, but I couldn't tell you. Burger King makes the best burgers. Wendy's gives the best value. McDonald's breakfast is the only item of value. Yeah, the chicken McNugget, or not the chicken, the McBiscuit. There we go. I don't know why I got McNuggets on the brain today. If you like Legacy, you need to try Bridge Commander. I've always been meaning to play Bridge Commander, but I never played it back when I was a kid. I just never really got around to it. Got a bunch of Canes in Cali. Yeah, we got Canes here. There's one down the street, but I've never been because they're overpriced. They're super overpriced. I'm not paying that much money for a chicken finger.
Chickens don't have fingers.
Exactly. Pan pizza is still the shit. Okay, where? That guy's not in combat, is he?
Did you have Mexican pizza day in school growing up?
No.
Engaging warp drive.
We used to have Mexican pizza day, and I don't remember what made it Mexican, but damn, was that a good day.
I think the pizza, like an actual like Mexican pizza, is going to be a little different, but I don't know. I've never had one.
Chicken patty day was also a good day.
Hmm.
I like how we're just talking about food while we're gaming.
Hey, why not? I mean, food is good. Come on, Enterprise, get over there. What are you doing? Where are you going?
It's going to Space Burger King.
Ugh. Space Diner from Spaceballs. Okay. You
wants
better
it
not
his
be
way.
in combat. He's coming right back to combat. Okay, please guard the USS whatever the fuck. USS Bach. The USS Bach is pretty much dead because Scott Bakula has failed us.
We have arrived at our destination.
Damn you, Scott Bakula.
Yeah, that ship is on fire. Yep. Bach just got blown up. Yeah, well. You know, physician, heal thyself. id Software, I think, was actually headquartered in Austin, if I'm not mistaken. It was John Ramiro's bitch, apparently. And no, I don't want to stream Daikatana. That game is terrible.
Ugh. I just got shivers.
I mean, and it's terrible in a wide variety of ways, too. Like, it's really not good.
Remember AVGN did a video on that.
I don't think I actually saw it, though. This is totally not to scale. Like, that's our...
The medical ships have distributed the antitoxin to all infected planets in the system.
We have cured space COVID.
Today have made a real difference in these people's lives, averting a crisis.
We're spreading forced democracy.
Starfleet will want a full report on this operation.
But see,
as soon as
Starfleet
possible.
is actually supposed to be, you know, the more idealistic of the universes. So, like, they don't actually, like, force people to join. Okay, so we only lost the Bach, so that's good. All right, now we're going to go into the 23rd century. And which one's the 23rd century? I believe that's this one, Stirring the Hive. No, it's not.
Now, are these all space combat levels, or is there like a variety,
It's all space combat.
like underground stuff?
It's all space combat. They didn't have no money for on the ground.
Oh, silly me.
Like, what
Silly
do you mean?
me.
Are you gonna pay for
Wait
it?
a minute. Was one of those ships a minivan?
That was the shuttle.
Log Stardate 7106.7. Our conflict with the Klingons has escalated.
Space soccer
Their
moms.
new cloaking technology has given them a tactical edge, making them bolder with every victory. The decision to make use of the modified cloak I procured from the Romulans 2 years ago has proven disappointing. Efforts to deploy the technology nearly resulted in the loss of the USS Phoenix. Our troubles don't end there. Starfleet intelligence has located a new Klingon weapons platform in the Cathra system. Unfortunately, the whole of the Klingon fleet would detect and intercept us before we could reach it and take it out. Forced to improvise, I've been given command of a small task force to attempt capture of a Klingon prototype vessel we believe is being built here in the Maka system. Starfleet intelligence believes it's equipped with a more advanced cloak that even the Klingons can't penetrate. If we can secure this craft, we may still be able to use it to find out exactly what the Klingons are up to.
And so that's William Shatner.
This is Outpost Orpheus. We've been monitoring enemy comm traffic in the
Starting to get panicked thinking that my audio just dropped.
is definitely
No, I was just letting.
Are you prepared to transmit the jamming signal?
We're ready to throw a net over their communications on your order. Getting in won't be difficult, sir. But getting out with one of their ships will.
It's time to seize the initiative. I hope they'll be so taken off guard that we can move in and take what we need. Anything else I should be aware of?
We've detected some Klingon outposts orbiting its planets. If you stay clear, you should be well out of their range.
Perhaps we could turn them to our advantage. If I can get a landing party on board, we might be able to create a defensive screen as we exit the system.
Good luck, Enterprise. And good hunting.
So, the eagle-eyed among you will notice that we got a bug here where, oops, that's not the Enterprise. That's the USS Constitution. Game? That'll happen. Okay, so the Dreadnought class here is a ship that was never seen on the show, but it did show up on like a computer screen at one point. Now, Triple X, since you're not really a Star Trek fan, what do you think of the original Star Trek ship design, like from the 60s?
No kidding, dude. I swear on my life, I was just about to say that the design of the ship is actually awesome.
Okay, good. Because there's people be like, oh, it looks so old. But for me,
I
it's
mean,
like,
the tower could be a little less round, but
yeah.
overall, it's cool as shit.
Yeah, it's still aged pretty well. Okay, let's beam aboard the. Let's beam some
I
red
can't believe
shirts.
that was what you were just about to ask. Because no joke, I was going to literally say that as soon as the cutscene was over.
It still aged really well. My first ever model was of the original Enterprise from 1995. Now, one of the things.
So here's a question for you.
Go for it.
Who would win in a fight? The Enterprise versus the Sulaco.
Enterprise. Sulaco doesn't have shields. And it can't move nearly as fast as the Enterprise can.
Yeah, but weapons. We got to take weapons into account.
The Enterprise can take like 500 photon torpedoes, which is more powerful, which is like a multi-gigaton warhead. So yeah, the Sulaco can't do nothing.
But the Sulaco has knives and sharp sticks.
I mean, they do have that, but it ain't gonna help. This ain't 40K. Star Trek Online, they have a legacy ship. Okay, that's kind of neat. Star Trek Online is kind of like the only Star Trek game going right now. I got to level 50 in Star Trek Online. I found it to be the least unenjoyable MMO I ever played. This mod here... Go on.
Wasn't there a Star Trek game that was basically a pseudo Five Nights at Freddy's, where you're in like a room and you have to command members to safety throughout the ship?
I don't know, but that sounds kind of neat. I'd want to play that. I never heard of that.
I vaguely remember hearing about that.
Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, yeah, the mod...
Alien Isolation did the same thing.
But I
where
did
you're
not
in
know.
a vent, you have to move survivors through the ship.
But I did not know there was a Star Trek equivalent, though. Quick! It's like, it's the only problem with having to use like a keyboard and a mouse because the controls are... Don't blow it up, you idiots! Don't blow it up!
Let us get out of here.
You maniacs! You blew it up!
'Cause I wanted to capture it.
We've secured the outpost. We'll
Okay.
begin preparing her defenses in case they'll be needed.
Oh dear, buffering.
Party out.
Okay, we did it. You ever saw... Okay, hold on, let me go back up here. Legacy might be where Avery Brooks sounded bored. We're gonna play that Avery Brooks level at some point tonight, and I don't remember him sounding that bored, but it has been a long time, so... Okay, that's the Klingon.
You think you phoned it in?
Maybe. I don't remember. This is one of those things, like, it has been a long time. Let's see. What do you think of the NX-01? I like the NX-01. I think it's a pretty neat design, too. I like most of the Star Trek ship designs. I actually have a big-ass model of the NX-01. They had, like, a 1/350th scale model, and I built that back around 2000. I think it was 2008. I want to say is when I built it. TNG is pretty timeless. Yeah, I agree with that. I got a picture that I'm going to show in a video next month where I'm sitting on the original Big D bridge. They brought it to a con in 2013. And I'm in a Star Trek uniform sitting on there. It was actually kind of cool because at that particular con, there was somebody who got married on that bridge. One can only hope they're still married today. You know, it's like relationships are hard. So I hope they made it to this very day. Okay, beam the people over there, and please don't blow it up. We did beam it over there. Beam them over there.
Landing party here. We've secured the outpost. We'll begin preparing her defenses.
I don't think we
So
really
when you were
need...
talking about
Landing party out.
when you were talking about that actor that was disinterested, gave us the amazing Rex Power Colt.
No, you idiots, don't blow it up! Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Impulse drive is offline.
Yep, they're gonna blow it up.
Chance. Get a tractor beam on that ship and prepare.
Oh, they're not gonna blow it up. Okay. I thought they were gonna blow it up.
Aiming frequencies open.
Don't blow it up.
No response, Captain.
Oh yeah, the mod includes the voices of the original series crew. There we go. Which is pretty neat. Like, you actually have Spork talking, although...
Force on the tractor beam is within parameters. The Klingon vessel is in tow, but it's slow going. Sensors detect multiple enemy targets converging on our position. We're severely outnumbered. This is going to be a fighting retreat. Protect the ship.
93 ships, damn.
Have to get her back to Orpheus.
I didn't get to, I didn't start collecting any of those Eagle Mosses until, like, shortly before it, like, well, went out of business.
Get out of here.
So, yeah. So I only got, like, 2. The Orville Redenbacher, and, the Strange New Worlds Enterprise. I may think the show's kind of chatty, but I will admit, I like that ship.
Suddenly I'm craving popcorn.
Orville Redenbacher's not really that great, though. Please target the ships in front of us.
What's your go-to snack for watching movies?
Would be, you know, the popcorns, you know. Just the HEB popcorn. Now, you're a Nordna, so you would not know the greatness of HEB, but HEB is like the greatest grocery store ever.
Did you forget last week I renounced my northern ship
That's
and
true.
I became a honorary southern?
But see, you didn't get to grow up with HEB, though.
I did not. I grew up on Utz.
And HEB's like a Texas institution. What's kind of funny is everybody who comes to Texas, like, falls in love with HEB. They're like, oh my god, it's the greatest store ever! It's like, yeah. You better believe it.
Direct hit to enemy engines.
Oh, man. Do you remember that conversation we had about supermarkets in my area?
Yeah.
And only that market can be called that.
Klingon vessel destroyed.
This is true. Let's see, Han. Most prized ship is the Diamond Select Nemesis refit. Yes, that is a pretty awesome ship. I have that ship, actually. There's actually a pretty cool story about that ship. I was a teenager working at a shitty-ass grocery store job. And for whatever reason, somebody decides to tip me $100. I'm not making this up. This totally happened. It was the coolest thing ever. And instead of saving it for my future, I decided to buy 2 Star Trek ships. An Enterprise, the original one, and the Diamond Select Enterprise E. It was the most awesome thing ever.
What did you do to get $100?
I don't know.
Double bag of stuff?
I don't know, but the dude must have really liked the fact that I actually have the capacity to think. And actually can bag properly. That seems to be something that teenagers have a hard time doing. Like, doesn't require a lot of brain power, but whatever. Any good brick-built Trek ships? None that I know of. I don't really like brick-built Trek ships. They don't get it right. They don't get the design quite right, so I couldn't tell you. Van
You talking
Home
about
is
Lego?
Yeah, Lego. They don't look right. At least not to me. Fan Home is the new company to do newer Trek models. Huh. I did not know that. I'll have to look them up.
Klingon vessel destroyed.
I saw a YouTube short where a guy built an honest-to-God working Colt M4 Lego gun.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. That's pretty cool.
I loved how he had a Lego EOTech sight on it.
Target shields down.
And so I really love what people are able to do with Legos these days. I'm a big Lego fan, actually. I've been building Lego shit since I was a youth.
Hell yeah.
I like Legos these days because you can just dump the shit out on the carpet and put it together. You don't need to have like a whole hobby room or like special kind of desk or anything. You don't have to thin your paint. It's literally just snap some bricks together. You know, it's just like, as an older gentleman, I prefer to have things be nice and convenient. And so just being able to... Go on.
I'm going to say something that might be a little spicy, but I'm sure you're going to agree with me on this.
Oh dear.
Everybody loves Lego. Fuck Duplo.
Oh, I never even had a Duplo, so I... Oh no, these idiots.
You always needed that one piece and you find it and you go to put it on, but it doesn't go in because it's a stupid Duplo block.
Yeah, I never had any, so there was never an issue with that.
Duplo got mixed in with our Legos as kids a lot, and I got pissed.
Oh. $20,000 for a ship? Oh, official TV model replica? Holy shit, son.
Mission is a success. We've done it.
Do you remember the 90s spin-off Connects?
Yeah, I had a couple of those.
They were cool as hell.
Yeah, it was part of the Technic line they came out with back then. And then that led into...
Yeah, they had moving parts and stuff.
Yeah. But then we all know what that turned into, right? It turned into dun 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 Puritism Bionicle. I didn't know like Bionicle was like Tism though until recently.
And that, I never got into Bionicle.
Heavy losses of Federation starships. A matter that weighs heavily on me.
I had like one.
Sensor reports from our earlier missions. We now know that Klingons are using their ship.
I love like the reveal model cars and putting them together, painting them. It's always been my bread and butter.
Yeah.
Largely outnumbered and overmatched. They won't last long without
I got some Kobe stuff too.
Kobe.
Finally, there is the beam weapon itself. Heavily guarded, it will be a tough nut to crack.
TOS Enterprise versus Imperial. Ooh.
Operational, we could have a disaster on our hands.
We gotta go destroy the Death Star now.
Regarding the Vulcan ship we sighted has been answered. The Saleya is captained by a Vulcan named Turel.
Cyrus, why am I not surprised Bionicle was your favorite?
From Captain Archer's logs, I can only conclude that in dealing with
Hey, Cyrus is a cool dude, but yeah.
Or killed.
I know, I'm
For
just
former
breaking
actions
balls.
Any indication, she may very well be the cause of this weapon's creation.
I'm gonna tell you something though. I just noticed once you see it, you can't unsee it. That Vulcan ship looked an awful lot like a certain protuberance. I'm just saying. I mean, the way it was like getting closer and closer, it's like, we're gonna come in over there.
Getting Spaceball vibes.
I know. I don't have
Well, when will then be now?
We've come to render assistance.
Shortly.
Not a moment too soon.
soon.
We've lost 9 ships.
He's jamming the radar.
We're the only ones left.
Warping to your coordinates.
The fucking movie was great.
Yes. Only one
Was
man
that a-
would give me the raspberry.
Was that a Mel Brooks?
Yeah.
My name's Barf. Oh, is that short for something? Bartholomew.
Now, there at one of the cons I went to a few years back, there was a dude that was cosplaying as Barf, and he did a very good job. Even the tail was able to move. I assume it had some sort of electric motor in there.
Yeah, I forgot about Pizza the Hut. Yeah, that was good.
Pizza the Hut! That's when people could actually have a sense of humor.
Dude, what the hell ever happened to Rick Moranis?
He's apparently showing up for Spaceballs 2. I would be very... I think Spaceballs 2 might actually be good. You know, right now, a lot of the crazy wokiness is kind of gone, so it might actually be halfway adequate. I mean, if they were able to make Soupy Man into a good movie, I mean, Spaceballs 2 has a good chance of actually being funny.
Yeah, but he just, like, disappeared from cinema for decades.
I think he wanted to, like, you know, focus on his family or something. Like, family? What's that?
Were you a fan of the first Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
I've never seen it. I only saw the second one for whatever reason, and some of the TV show.
Oh. The daughter in the first one, I had a crush on as a kid.
Those 80s girls were pretty hot, that's for sure. And now they're all MILFs. Or cougars. Yeah, the Star Destroyer does not destroy stars. It's literally just it's like a destroyer, a torpedo boat destroyer. But yeah, the TOS Enterprise probably could not win against a Star Destroyer because it doesn't really have the tonnage for that, but it would definitely be able to, like, outrun it. It'd be able to outrun it and outfly it.
What is our next objective?
Your ship has been through a lot. Are you sure she's up to another battle?
We've lost a lot of friends here today, Captain. We're not
So pretty much all the voice acting in this game is kind of garbage, except for the original captains.
the old girl together.
Live action Voltron movie with poor Henry Cavill. Give him like a real movie. I don't know if if Voltron and live action are two things that really need to go together.
We have torpedo lock, Captain.
You know, there was this Call of Duty game called Infinite Warfare, which tried to be a Star Trek game as well.
I've seen that game. Never played it though.
Just awful.
No.
The only redeeming qualities is that Brian Bloom did the voice of the main character and Claudia Black was in it.
Yeah. That might not be too bad.
But the whole time you're hearing him, all you're thinking is BJ Blazkowicz.
You're thinking of a better game.
Exactly. The whole time I'm playing it, I just wish I was playing Wolfenstein.
Objective achieved. Noted in the log.
I haven't played a COD game in many, many years. I'm actually going to do a video on COD 2's 20th anniversary, which is this October. Because when I think of October, I think of Call of Duty.
When I think of October, I think of my birthday.
Oh. Going to be turning 21, I guess, right?
Holy crap. God, I wish I was turning 21 again.
This is Enterprise.
The Venator class Star Destroyer is a pretty cool ship design.
Terrell is here and within our grasp. Target that ship before we lose it.
Just so you know, we're going to lose it.
Terrell.
Yep, I saw it in the future.
Think we're rid of
I saw it through the Force.
ships. concentrate fire on the beam weapon. That's our primary.
Ace, I'm not saying Infinite Warfare was unplayable. I'm just saying it wasn't my cup of tea. And one of the biggest issues is when you got playing, you had a hell of a time discerning your team from the enemy.
Enterprise en route.
Okay, okay, dude.
They've taken out our shields.
Who lost shields already? Target the Death Star already. I mean, the legally distinct, starship.
Target shields down.
Who died? Who are you? Where are you? Why are you over here? Get over. Okay, no, they're okay. We're starting to take some damage. Okay, this guy's not over there helping. Get over there.
Enterprise to fleet. We're taking a beating.
Okay, you get out of there. You get out of there. You blow them up. Oh yeah, sometimes this game runs like shit. Evidently, when this game first came out on PC, it ran like shit too. I never tried to play it without the mod, so I couldn't tell you. But it mostly runs.
Here's a legit question for you. When a ship takes damage in, like, the Star Trek universe, I'm assuming there isn't, like, a space advanced auto parts. So they have to go back to get retrofitted, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Did they ever allude to that in the show?
No, because the show's not really... The show doesn't really concern itself with stuff like that, really. A good example of which is Star Trek Voyager. It gets like blown to crap like every episode, but it's okay the next one. Let's put it this way: Star Trek ain't got money for that. Okay, it can't. The ships can't be damaged when the episode starts because they don't have the kind of money for that.
Shields, Captain. Course laid in.
That the show you would think would... No, actually, no, I take that back. I take that lie back. In Star Trek Enterprise, they did do that. That ship would get beat to fuck all the time, and it would stay beat to fuck because they had the technology to make it look damaged for longer than, like, the episode that appears in. The reason why Star Trek couldn't really do that most of the time is because they were using physical models that they would have to physically change. So you wouldn't want to show your ship damaged because that's a you know, like $1 million model we're talking about that they would have to destroy or something like that, you know. Okay, let's destroy the Death Star here, people.
Our shields are low, Captain.
Ugh, I can't.
Captain, they've taken out our
It won't let me target the Death Star. There we go. It's more like the Death, you know,
laser range, Captain.
Death 25 caliber. Oh, yeah, Year of Hell and Voyager, but like you didn't see Voyager get damaged that much. I think we're all gonna die because these idiots are going into... Okay, you people aren't going into the combat, are you? Okay, this ship is really hurt.
On target,
Right,
Captain.
get out of there. Get out of there. You can survive. Go, go. Okay, this guy's really hurt. Okay, Star League. Star League, please get out of there. No, we lost a ship.
This, Captain.
But we almost destroyed the Death Star, so that's good. And yeah, the NX-01, they actually made a toy of the blown to crap NX-01 as well.
Aye, Captain. Warp speed
You gotta
ahead.
remember, when it comes to Star Trek, they never had the budget to do a lot of different things like that. They just didn't have the money. Most of the shows are just gonna take place on the on like the starship that is like the main hero ship.
Our shields are low, Captain. Captain.
Now, one thing you're gonna notice in this game is there's a lot of voice actors from Oblivion.
Taken out our shields.
That Death Star is pretty powerful. Okay, let's run again.
Hey, you just jogged a memory loose.
Boarding warp, Captain.
You were talking about a model of the destroyed ship.
Yeah.
So you're a fan of the X-Men, yeah?
Oh yeah.
All power to the shields.
When I was a kid, there was this comic book store I used to haunt, and they had everything, including the little models of, like, the X-Men's.
Yeah.
And I remember there were 2 Wolverines. There was the regular Wolverine. It was like a 16-inch posable, and it was about $65.
Hmm.
But there was another one of him torn to shreds and dead, and it was called Destroyed Wolverine. And there was like only 10 of them in the country, and they were like $1,000 each.
Damn.
And I just remember staring at it from behind the counter because you couldn't touch it. You could only look at it. And it was the coolest thing to me. And this isn't like 93, by the way. I don't know what that would be adjusted for inflation.
$1,000 back then? I don't know. Probably like, 2,000, some ridiculous thing. Favorite old anime is going to be, well, the obvious one is like Cowboy Bebop. But the non-Cowboy Bebop answer is Outlaw Star, which is a really awesome sci-fi anime with Gene Starwind as the main character. I keep coming out of warp too far away from this thing. The Enterprise has been destroyed. Fuck.
No.
You created a time paradox.
I only ever saw one anime in my entire life. And it probably isn't anyone's cup of tea. But damn, did I like Initial D.
I've never seen that.
It's an anime about street racing.
Oh.
Actually, it's a true story about a Japanese racer.
Okay, we're just going to skip that mission because I suck at this game right now. I'm going to blame the chat. I blame you, Sovereign Knight. You got to be at fault for that.
Damn it, Sovereign, you had one job.
Yeah, I've never seen Initial D. I'm not a racing guy. I like sci-fi and stuff like that.
I like racing.
We've arrived at the outskirts of the system where the Cataract Research Station is located. Not sure what to expect after encountering Tyrell's alterations to our outer defense post. My instincts tell me to be cautious.
Oh, wait, there's a cutscene ain't there?
Yeah.
Places Tyrell at the research
I'm shutting up.
itself. Finally, to have her within our reach. With all the havoc she has wrought upon the Federation, one can only wonder what happened to her Vulcan senses. Starfleet Command is most insistent that Dr. Cataract and his research be saved. If I didn't know better, I'd almost say they place his well-being above that of his fellow researchers. In any case, I fully intend to take back what she has stolen. Whatever it takes to bring her destructive tendencies to an end, I'm prepared to do.
Admiral Kirk, this is Captain Somerset. We're approaching the target area.
Why does he have a 22nd century ship?
Near the station. My battle group is moving to intercept.
We're right behind you, Somerset. Hold on.
Admiral, something is wrong. Our shields are losing power fast. We've lost partial coverage. Correction, we've lost all shield power. We're hit. Secondary hull rupture. Decompression on multiple decks. We're losing her. It's too late.
Somerset, come in. Sensor scan now. I want to know what the hell happened. Kirk to fleet. Our sensors are detecting several objects out there which seem to be emitting some kind of dampening field.
Stargate.
As Captain Somerset's telemetry indicates, they appear to have a profound effect on our ship systems. They drain energy from local space and translate that into power for the Cataract defense grid. Our tactical analysis indicates the dampeners are constructed of solid neutronium. Phasers and photons will have little effect against them. My science officer has found the subspace carrier wave amplitude these devices are using to transfer power back to the defense grid. We're going to attempt to send a feedback pulse on that carrier wave in an effort to overload the dampener. If we actively scan the device, we can match the carrier wave. If we're going to even get close to that station, we'll have to disable these dampeners. Kirk out.
I do not remember this level, so I'm going to assume it's difficult.
Enterprise, standing by.
Okay, so this is the 1980s here. This is the TOS movie era, which started with the movie Star Trek: The Slow Motion Picture, which was trash. So
God.
it's again.
God.
That was the second one. That came out in 1982, I want to say. So, like, the only reason why Star Trek came back on the air or came back at all is sadly because of Star Wars. None of the major studios really thought that Star Trek had anything at that point. But once Star Wars became super popular, a movie was commissioned, and it was basically nothing more than just a ripoff of 2001: A Space Odyssey. It was pretty terrible. And then after it failed, Nicholas Meyer was tapped to direct Wrath of Khan, and he did it on a super low budget, and it became one of the best Star Trek movies ever.
Hey, before I forget, can I make a quick special announcement?
Go for it.
Thank you. So, special announcement to everyone in the stream. As of 2 a.m. on July 16th, I officially broke 500 subscribers. And I would like to personally thank every single one of you who have subscribed to me from this stream. I'm always grateful for everyone I have. And I wanted to give a personal thank you to the General for taking a chance on a dodgy bloke like me, and to all you wonderful people for supporting me. So thank you. I appreciate you.
Hey, getting to 500, shit, that took me like over a year back in the ye olde days. Took a long fucking time. So that's a pretty good, that is a pretty big accomplishment.
Considering I started my YouTube channel literally the week that YouTube launched, I'm probably the slowest person to get to 500.
Damn. I don't feel so bad now.
Considering I only started uploading maybe 2 years ago, so.
Shields are failing. We can't maintain power. That dampener is.
I had uploaded a clip back in 2006 where it sat for almost 20 years untouched until 2023, year of our Lord, when they decided this is offensive and it's banned.
Wow.
And I'm like, this aired on cable TV, just FYI.
Well, you got to think that, like, on, I think it was Netflix.
After that, this dampener will reactivate. We'll have to move fast to overload the other dampeners.
Okay, we only got 8 minutes to overload all the dampeners.
In the process.
I mean, no big, right? Okay, so we need to get over here. Okay, fleet, let's just get over here. But yeah, they had a special thing where it's like, Rush Hour was made at a different time, and so it may be offensive.
Oh, yeah, that obnoxious, almost trigger warning.
Yeah. It's dumb. Let's see, William Shatner could have made a good film noir, hard-boiled detective. I could see that. Just saw episode 1 of season 3 so far. Still confused with the Gorn stuff. They're still trying to act like Strange New Worlds is in any way set in the canon timeline. Like, no, it's not. It's like an alternate timeline. Strange New Worlds can work, but like, seriously, people. I don't know, man. Ace Party, I can't say that Slow Motion is actually a good movie. Like, man, it is slow. It's basically just 2001 though. It's like, oh man, like what if like the computer became like intelligent, man? Then you got like an inexplicable scene where somebody dies in the transporter, and then 2 seconds later, Dr. McCoy shows up and nobody acts like anything happened. Just like, I don't know. I did not like Slow Motion. I like Star Trek V more than Slow Motion. Tropic Thunder. Oh man, you go to jail if you even know what that movie is.
I'm the dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
It was a classic. Okay, go.
You know, I didn't know that was Tom Cruise until the credits rolled.
Huh. I mean, it was like so obvious, man. But yeah, that is a really inexplicably good movie.
Scanning.
You know, Tom Cruise is in this movie called Collateral, which is a fantastic movie that never got the love it should.
Hmm. I never heard
And
of it.
he's the villain.
Okay, I must have gone out of scanning range.
Initiate scan.
Okay, motherfucker. Then I'll just take the hits. Scan it, damn it.
We're in position.
Oh, if you get hit, it interrupts the scan. Thank you, game.
Captain, enemy shields are down. Engaging target.
I don't know. It's just like a special effects thing. It's like I don't like the fact that like Spork decided to become like non-emotional. I didn't like that, and yeah. In TOS, Khan was an asshole. He's basically a crazy person, even in TOS. He only shows up for one episode in season 1. It's still played by Ricardo Montalban.
Every time you say TOS, I keep thinking you're talking about terms of service.
No. Star Trek, the original series. And that's a retroactive name, too, because, you know, obviously they wouldn't have called that that name back in the, 60s.
Yeah. You wouldn't call it currently a show the original.
Yeah. But they had to have some way to differentiate Star Trek from Star Trek from Star Trek, you know? When you've got, like...
TNT, TOS.
Although...
I remember there was a character named Wesley Crusher that my aunt hated.
Yeah, everybody hated that stupid kid. Shill Wheaton is the actor's name.
We've done it. All the dampeners have been overloaded, and their subspace linked to the defense grid has been...
Didn't he get a hero's funeral on the show?
...has been neutralized.
I have no idea.
Course for the Cataract Research Station.
I don't remember.
Stay tight and close. What in the name of...
Ah, the legendary Admiral James Kirk. History seems to note you a special chapter. It would be a pity to end it so prematurely.
Don't create a time paradox!
And you may leave unharmed.
What about the countless men and women who have died up to this point?
Snake, you've changed your future. You created a time paradox.
Ending of life is regrettable.
That is a phallic ship.
Necessary on the road to perfection. I am on a higher path, one that will eventually bring us all into a state of peace and logic.
I've heard this all before, Terrell. The road to hell, as they say, is paved with good intentions. But you're just a Vulcan whose delusions afford you the luxury of rationalizing murder. And
You hear about the guy who took Viagra and it got stuck in his throat?
Or we will destroy you.
Oh my. Was it William Shatner? Not that he would need it, even at 95.
No, but he had a stiff neck for hours.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Sorry. Couldn't resist.
She's escaped. Enterprise to fleet. Weapons free. Concentrate your fire on that large vessel.
We can't call it Borg because we shouldn't know about it yet.
They appear to have no offensive capabilities, but are working to augment the mothership systems.
Oh, it's Sovereign. That makes it even funnier for me.
See, like, we can't call it Borg because if we do,
Every scratch we put on that ship seems to be repaired within moments. At this rate, we'll never bring her down. My science officer believes he has identified the smallest sphere.
why can't he say Spock? Okay, go away, Enterprise. You're too weak.
Target and destroy it.
But he can't, Shatner can't say Spock. I guess that must be some kind of licensing thing, where they can't say, my science officer. It's like, you mean Spock. You mean Spork. I get, evidently the Paramount licensing is, like, way worse than the Star Wars licensing. Like, I guess you have to, like, license every name, and so since they don't have the money, they gotta call it, like, the science officer, the babysitter character.
The sphere's ability to regenerate.
You mean
My
Laurie
Leonard
Strode?
Nimoy.
Engaging target. Enterprise to fleet.
But licensing is always such a weird thing, you know. It's like you just can't say it, otherwise you have to pay more money.
That's so stupid.
That's it. Her engine output is falling to normal sublight levels.
But you know,
Like, they really license a name.
hey, they want that money. Yeah, this is a big. You notice that we got a really big glitch there, where just this little sphere turns into this giant one. In one of the timelines, yeah, it was V'ger that created the Borg, but then this one's a little different from that. So, Can I enlarge my member? Oh my God, I'm sure that has to exist.
We should have an easier time of it now.
Moving into attack position.
I actually got to meet
Cyrus,
William Shatner.
pretty good.
Our shields can take many
I
Oh my God.
approve. Cyrus has a really good prawn parody.
Yeah, Honey, I enlarged. It's like, I mean, let's face facts though. If you were like a super scientist and you could make things grow or shrink, what would be the first thing you'd do? I'm just saying.
Yo, you know exactly what we would do.
Our shields can't take many more hits, Captain.
I mean, it's what it is. The penis enlargement pump is my bag, baby. You know, I know that's a joke, but does such a thing actually exist? Because that sounds extremely painful.
You're talking about
mean,
the Swedish pump?
Yeah. I'm hoping that's a joke because, like, you think about it, that would hurt a lot. I mean, I know
It's
we're fighting-
real.
Yeah. It is?
Do you ever take a cup and suck your lips into it so the cup stays on your face?
No, not really.
Well, it's the same principle. Don't ask why I know. No, I've never used one.
Oh,
But it's
because
just
you're...
a vacuum chamber.
Now, see, I know how you would know that because you're a medic, and I'm sure there has to be some dumb ass who must have damaged his thing.
Yeah, that's exactly how I know.
This is why outside of like the massive amount of depression y'all have to have from all the dying, that's gotta be nasty. That's gotta be nasty, man. You come on that.
Ironically, when you deal with death and shit, and you get somebody who pumped too vigorously, you love those kind of calls because it's just something so different.
Yeah. I guess it's like that. That might be nasty, but it's not like gonna make you have like bad dreams for the rest of your life. It'll make you wake up. Instead of making you wake up screaming, you wake up laughing. It's like, oh, what a fucking dumbass.
I've had my fair share of waking up in cold sweats.
Yeah. Ugh. All the respect, my dude. All the respect. We need more medics, and it's a hard position. All these stupid influencers are like, my life is so hard. It's like,
Can I share a quick story real quick before I jet?
go for it. Is it about a penis enlargement pump?
No. We had a fire at a crematorium where they send bodies to be
Okay, hold on.
cremated.
I know it's not funny, but like, we had a fire at a crematorium. Oh dear.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it was actually one of the furnaces that caused the fire.
Yeah.
And two things stuck out from that day. Did you ever buy a flat screen TV new in a box?
Yeah.
Well, when the coroner is done removing everything from you and sends you over, you fit inside an HD TV box.
You? I did not know that.
And the second thing is, I will never forget that smell.
Oh. Yeesh.
Yeah. Burnt skin, bone, and hair will stick with you forever.
Well, that is pretty gross. I'd rather come upon somebody that used the pump too vigorously.
Sensors show a resonance
Exactly. And that's why we love stuff like that.
energy
Yeah.
Because at least it's not going to be death, blood, or gore.
I mean, that's all the horror fans. Boom. So you actually left at the right time. We just blew up the Borg sphere. But we can't call it that because nobody knows it's that yet.
So can we call it a grob?
Maybe.
Borg backward?
It's the grog. It's Grok. It's come alive and wants to kill us all.
Well, on that note, gentlemen, talking about penis pumps and bodies and HPV boxes, I'm going to bid you adieu for this Saturday night.
Hopefully all you got to deal with is drunk college kids and nothing bad.
Please, just once a nice quiet night.
So,
and
oh,
I appreciate.
Cyrus asks, how about a fire at a swimming pool?
You know what? It could happen. We had a water park burned down somewhere in Pennsylvania, so.
Wow.
All right, but I'm going to get up. I will catch you crazy kids next week.
All right, see you then. Watch out for all the crazies.
Will do. Bye.
Now, see, I totally planned it to where we would finish up with the TOS missions just as he left. All right, so now we're going into Star Trek TNG. And we're starting out with a pretty cool mission, too. This is the most annoying mission in any game I have ever played in my entire life. I hate it more than you can possibly imagine. This mission made me so enraged
Captain's log, stardate 1037.
that I chucked the game box and it smashed right into one of my ships. I didn't mean to do that, but you'll see.
Word from a Federation listening post along the neutral zone that a disturbance has been detected involving several Romulan ships and an older Vulcan vessel.
The Romulans appear to be engaged in battle, Captain.
Full sensor scan. I want to know what's happening over there. My lord, what kind of a mess are the Romulans creating now?
And yep, this is the one with the asteroids, the hemorrhoids.
Brace for the shockwave. Raise shields.
Vigo, raise the shields. Done. But we've been hit badly. Major damage to the outer hull. The captain. Captain Ruhalter is down. Medical team to the bridge. Emergency. What are we going to do, Jean-Luc? I'm taking command. Bring us about. Full impulse, get us some distance. Open a channel to that ship. Channel open. Attention, unidentified vessel. I am Captain Picard of the Federation ship Stargazer. You are entering Federation territory. Return at once to Romulan space. No response, Jean-Luc. They've altered course. They're bypassing our position and heading deeper into Federation space. Good. We're in no real condition to fight anyway. We need to reach Starbase 61. Tax the engines as hard as you have to, but we must get there quickly. Will do, Captain. Do we still have sensors, Vigo? Barely. The sensor pallets are still there, but there's hardly any power left. It's the planet. The core has completely collapsed. What about stellar debris? Give me a bearing. Computing that now. A large portion of the stellar debris will pass through the Phidian star system. Best possible speed to Starbase 61. Open a channel to them. We're going to need more ships. Acting Captain's log. Supplemental. Captain Ruhalter is dead. After reaching Starbase 61, we discovered only 3 other Federation starships are present in the system. We have very few resources to aid us in this catastrophe, but we'll have to make whatever we do have count twice over. We cannot allow any of those massive fragments to strike the planets in this system. If they do, millions of lives could be lost and the planets rendered uninhabitable for decades.
He does say acting captain. So yeah, there's Patrick Stewart. Now, Patrick Stewart sounds pretty good in this game. He showed up in a couple of other games in the early 2000s where he kind of phoned it in. He sounds alright. Stargazer actually got a book series at one point that wasn't too terrible.
Aborting warp, Captain.
But in my Star Trek book review, book video, I'm not actually going to talk too much about, like, Stargazer or anything, because you really have to be a Star Trek fan if you want to read those. I'm hoping this won't be quite as difficult because we have all the mod ships and they're way more powerful than anything you would have right now. A remaster of Halo CE? Oh god. No, no multiplayer? Wow. And yeah, Patrick Stewart was the Emperor. The last day of my life. I was a big fan of Oblivion. I haven't played it in a while though. I didn't bother getting the remake of Oblivion just because I'm waiting for the Sky Oblivion mod. Why is he not shooting? I'm like hitting the shoot button and he's not doing anything.
In phaser range, Captain.
I'm not sure if we have to destroy all the stellar debris or not. Like that is not letting me shoot at it. There we go. Now I can. Or did he do it? Yes, they did a Combat Evolved remaster. They did it back in 2010. And I played the shit out of that one actually back in those days. Why are those ships not attacking? Get over there, you idiots. You idiots, why are you... Oh my god. Stargazer, why are you not attacking the ship? Okay. Okay, so we blew that one up. Am I going to have to, like, nursemaid all of my ships? Okay, I think we'll be fine with this mission just because we have, okay, I'm going to take control of one of these battleships here. Because thankfully we have really powerful weapons. Even if these ships are really fucking slow. Okay. Just one little hop. Just a little hop. Just a little hop. We got a text message from the game. Which is weird. I have had this game just randomly die on me. Okay, let's see. Dude, please go attack that. Please go attack that rock. Okay, where am I? Okay, there we go. Ooh, the game's kind of chugging on this. I've played a little bit of Doom 3 Phobos, but not much. There's just so many mods, so many games. It was alright. And yeah, I hate remasters. I mean, like, remastering, like, say, you know, Super Mario Brothers back in the 90s was a great idea, you know. But, like, remastering Halo twice? There's a lot of games that need a remaster, and Halo isn't it.
We're in position.
Triple A. Lots of remakes and remasters. Ugh. Look what they have taken from us. Please attack the stellar debris. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Looks like we're okay. No, we got some coming over here. Okay, this is way easier because we've got the modded ships. Some of these ships, the guy who made the mod just kind of came up with on his own. And then some of these ships, I think, were like a bunch of kit bashes in Best of Both Worlds. My ship is broken. It is literally going at 0 miles per hour. Or whatever MMPS is supposed to be. Okay, come on, ship. Okay, now... I guess we got space gas. Yeah, I think that's why we're seeing a lot of just remakes, remasters, reboots, or revivals. Now, what I find kind of funny, though, is all of the, you know, YouTubers... like to complain like, it's because the birth rate's low, that's why they're just doing remakes. It's like, well, technically remakes have been around since ever. Like, take for example, like Flash Gordon in the 80s. That's just, you know, a reboot of the Flash Gordon film serials. And I don't think anyone's going to complain that the birth rate was bad back then. Okay, sometimes the AI is good, and sometimes please go attack that obvious ship instead of just going somewhere and stopping. Okay, get over here.
Stargazer reporting.
Phaser range, Captain.
If just one of those rocks hits one planet, you are fucked. The Niagara class. Oh, okay. There's a lot of kit bashes that showed up in Best of Both Worlds. Now there's a fanfic that I really recommend called We Have Engaged the Borg. It's really good. It tries to tie in like everything. So like in like a Star Trek Voyager episode, apparently the Borg had been discovered like 100 years before. It's like, well, why didn't they talk about it? It's because bad communication. Now, see, like, I'm not a big fan of like endless remasters and reboots and shit like that. It's like I like to see new stuff. Uh-oh, please tell.
This is Starbase 61. We've been monitoring the situation. The debris entering the system is steadily increasing, but I believe we can be of some assistance. We've been able to modify our defensive platforms, increasing their range and power. You can use your tractor beams to tow them to the locations I've indicated. I believe they could provide significant support for destroying the incoming debris.
Crap. Let's see. Okay, you... Where are you? Okay, go over there.
Course set, Captain.
You go there. Captain Picard, please go over here.
Stargazer reporting.
We should be okay here. Okay, like, attack that... Oh, just attack it. Shoot it. Shoot it. I want them to shoot it.
Course set, Captain.
I think one of the things when it comes to like coming up with anything new, like it not be selling well, I think like when Pacific Rim, the awesomeness and greatness of Pacific Rim came out, if I'm not mistaken, it did worse than Grown Ups 2. So I guess there is like some validity to that.
They are not responding, Captain.
Okay, let's do the old tractor beam.
Engage tractor beam.
They are not
Okay.
responding, Captain.
Let's get him over here. This is a lot easier because we've got a lot more powerful ships. Okay. How about we send you over there?
7 course now.
Okay, Captain Picard.
Reporting.
Captain Picard is like simultaneously my favorite captain and like there's other... It's hard to determine like what's the best captain or what my favorite one is because I kind of like them all almost. Okay, what do we got? Okay, we're still good here. That platform's there. But Captain Picard was definitely my favorite one as a kid. Star Trek First Contact is like the only TNG movie worth watching. The others are just really, really bad. Although, the first Star Trek movie I ever saw was Star Trek Generations.
We're in position.
And it's terrible, but I do have a little bit of nostalgia for that.
Warp 1, engage.
No, don't go to Warp 1. Pick up the turret. There you go, Captain. There you go. Okay, let's get him over here.
Helm, stand by for command.
Okay, we still okay? Okay, blow that up, please. Thank you. Okay, there we go.
Course set, Captain.
Well, not Michael Burnham. Not that person. But like the real captains, you know? Because each one's pretty good. Like Scott Bakula has his own, like, good stuff that he's got, you know, kind of like, he's much more of a neophyte, you know, like he doesn't really know what he's doing. Captain Kirk is iconic for a reason. Captain Picard, you know, is Captain Picard. He's got all that acting gravitas. I don't think that worked. You know what? Screw it. Just go shoot that thing. We've got the mod ships. We should be okay. Hopefully. Okay, Stargazer. Oh, it worked. Okay. It just kind of like... Okay, so that one counted. Okay, Stargazer, why don't we send you...
Stargazer reporting.
Actually, I don't know if we even need to send him anywhere. Because there's only one rock left.
Photon torpedoes are
Nemesis was just a bad movie. Data dies in that, yeah, but that's not the reason why the movie's bad. It's just really dull, and it's just like, that's supposed to be the finale for TNG, and it just didn't really feel like it. They just pulled a new character out of their ass. Picard's cloned son. It's like, really? And it's just, it's one of those things where it wasn't any one thing that was bad, it just wasn't good, I guess you could say. Yeah, the telepathic essay of that one is bad, but yeah. It's not like it's the worst, most painful movie to watch ever. It's just not good. It's just one of those things where there's a difference between a movie being bad for a certain reason and just everything about the movie is just, well, not good. The half-baked Picard clone son thing is just, that's really the worst part of it. It's like, oh yeah, it's my clone son. He thought he wore a condom, but he didn't. A space condom. And keep in mind, the cloned son plot point was like, that never happened in like the show. It just, they literally just pulled it out of their ass. And like killing off Data, and then like, oh, there's another, you know, android that they also just pulled out of their ass. It's basically a show where they pulled everything they could out of their ass. The only good part is we finally got Deanna Troi and Commander Riker finally getting married after like 7 seasons and 3 movies of teasing it. They finally do it.
We have arrived at our destination.
I think they bring back like no, they didn't bring that guy back. Okay, that was a deleted scene. But yeah, it was just kind of a crap movie. It's the same way with Star Trek Insurrection. There was a few good things about it, but not enough to make it worth watching. First Contact was good just no, not that one, you idiot. Okay, that's them. Why can't I? Okay, there we go. No. Ugh. Somebody go blow it up.
Stargazer reporting.
There we go. He should be able to go get it in time.
Helm reports our arrival at designated coordinates.
Okay. Go over there. Thank you.
Stargazer reporting.
That's the sad part about TNG. It died with a whimper. The only Star Trek show that really got a great send-off was the original series with Star Trek 6. But that was like pure luck, though, that movie even exists. Because Star Trek 6 would not have existed had not, well, the Berlin Wall actually come down.
We have arrived at our destination.
Okay, we'll go put that turret down there.
Helm, stand by for command.
Continue to make Star Trek movies by switching. I don't know why they didn't. I don't know why we didn't have a Star Trek Voyager movie or a Star Trek Deep Space Nine movie. I mean, Deep Space Nine was a much better story, so you would think they would have had that, but evidently not. I don't know. Probably better than Picard. Pretty much anything is better than Picard Season 1. I mean, Picard Season 1 was, I think, the most disappointing thing anybody had seen at that point.
Course set, Captain.
People had hoped for, like, a TNG revival, and instead it was just nothing. It's a big bunch of nothing, and TNG, or Picard Season 2 was even worse. It pissed off a lot of people. Because Picard Season 2, for whatever reason, dealt with a lot of, dealt with a whole bunch of, spousal abuse for some reason. Because when I think Star Trek, I think spousal abuse. I mean, don't you? I mean, you know, seeking out new life and new civilizations, you know? I mean, like, I guess you could do that, or we could talk about Sprint. I mean, I would rather talk about Space Sprint instead of, you know...
Stargazer reporting.
I'm making this look easy, but without all these modded-in ships, you would basically be panicking the entire time. Like, this is the level that literally made me chuck that game box. It smashed my Enterprise A stand. Thankfully, the Enterprise A was right over my bed, so it didn't fly apart into 1,000 pieces.
Photon torpedoes ready.
Stargazer reporting.
Blow it up, blow it up. Uh-oh. Please tell me that turret's gonna blow that up.
Phaser range, Captain.
How many more? Is the Stargazer like running on gasoline? Man, that ship is slow. Okay, so I'm guessing that turret's gonna blow that up. At least I hope it does. And yeah, in one of the, I think it was season 1, one of the fan favorite characters named Icheb, which was like 7 of 9's like adopted son, gets like his eye cut out. Because when I think Star Trek, I think of people getting their eyes cut out. I mean, they did that all the time in the 60s. But Star Trek Discovery kind of started that, where they made it overly dark for no good reasons. I mean, Star Trek has never not been, has always been a little dark here and there, but like the idea that you'd have, you know, fan favorite characters just like unceremoniously slaughtered is pretty dumb. And in such a mean-spirited way, too. Okay, I'm hoping that turret can do something about that, but we're gonna warp him over there. Just let my mod ships just keep blasting the crap out of these asteroids. One day I'll see if I can stream Bridge Commander, but I've never played it. Engage.
We have arrived at our destination.
Well, that turret is doing something, but I'm not really sure what it was doing. But whatever, at least it mostly worked, I think. Okay, use the tractor beam to defensive turrets above the planet. Okay, so we'd actually just put them all over there, not just one, but whatever. My mod ships are doing a kick-ass job, though. I barely even have to, like, supervise them. Okay, go over there, Picard. The planned Trek cartoon, Final Frontier. Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Helm, get us out of here. Warp 1, engage.
Lower Decks is interesting. I want to like it, but then it gets too Rick and Morty at times and annoys the shit out of me. At least it's set in, you know, like the 24th century. But what I would like to see is another century, though. Like, once we got to Voyager, it just stopped. You know, what about the 26th century? What about what you could have done, I think, to make a really compelling Star Trek show, is you could have actually done something where you had, like a time ship going to different time periods trying to preserve the timeline. I think that would have been pretty neat. Okay, get over there. Okay, I think he's going over there. Now remember, if you fuck up once, you do this all over again.
Engage. Stargazer reporting.
You do it all over again. Oh, I see what happened. I got lucky. All these asteroids would have hit that planet, but they're all stuck on the turret. Wow. I'm saved by Jank. Thank you, Jank. Ooh, the Enterprise J. Now that'd been pretty neat. The Enterprise J actually is in this mod. I've not played with it yet, though. Okay, how many more roids? How many more hemorrhoids do we have? Like, I barely have to even try. Okay, let's actually try right here, though. I just have the battleships out there. They're just fucking rocking.
We have arrived at our destination.
Yeah, watching that Superman movie, I gotta tell you though, do not believe everything you hear in a review, even me, because people do bring in a lot of biases. Like the idea that like the Superman movie's a big mess, it really isn't. Like it had time to, as the cool kids say, cook. It didn't feel like it was really chaotic, like or like it was hard to follow. Like, I don't know, it was pretty easy to follow what was going on. And like I said earlier in the stream, like if they just cut out the political bullshit, it'd have been perfect. As it is, I think it's my favorite Superman movie pretty much of all time. Because Superman was never my favorite character, like, at all. Oh, crap. Get over there, Stargazer. Guys, why are you not destroying those rocks that are getting really close to that planet? Get over there! Go, Stargazer, go!
Stargazer reporting. Warp speed.
Oh, crap. Oh, we're screwed.
Warping to your coordinates.
Go, 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 go. Yeah, the target in this game's a little crap. Nope, target it! Get it! Yeah, I do recommend going to go see that, Cyrus. It is good. It is remarkably good. I never saw Superman Returns with that guy in it. I never really saw... I watched the original 70s Superman. Yeah, Lois and Clark was pretty good. I mean, I saw a few episodes of that when I was a kid. Please tell me that asteroid isn't going to hit that planet. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're fine. What time is it? Okay, I think this will be our last mission for the day since we're almost done and it's been going for about 2 hours now. Okay, get over here, please. But like the original 70s Supermans, they're not terrible movies, but they're hard to watch today because they're like 3 hours long. There's a lot of goofiness in them and they milk every scene. I watched the random helicopter scene and I'm like, where's Superman? Like Lois is like, help, and like Superman still isn't there. And then finally Superman kind of like meanders his way over there. It's like the 70s was all about 3 hour long movies, and I'm not sure that was a good idea. A favorite non-animated Batman film would actually just be Batman 89. I think that is the most fun of the Batmans. I've got a hot take though. Batman Returns is not that great. I watched that around 2019, so it was a long time ago, and I was going to do a video on it, but never got around to it. That movie is a mess. There are too many villains for that movie. Like, we didn't need, like, Max Shrek and the Penguin and Catwoman. It's like, pick one, or maybe two. Like, people consider Batman Returns to be like the best Batman movie ever, but for me, it's just, it's not that great. I'd actually have another hot take that Batman Forever, not that bad. And if you go into it with an open mind, Batman and Robin is not that terrible either. It's not a movie you'd watch a lot, but it actually can be kind of funny. If you can accept a comedic Batman, Batman Returns, or Batman and Robin is actually not that bad. In fact, I'd actually rather watch Batman and Robin over Batman Returns. Yeah, Mask of the Phantasm is an absolute masterpiece. That is the best Batman anything. Like, the music, the animation, the story. It really is a pretty beautiful film all around. I like the fact that in those days, Batman could get his ass kicked. The Bat God concept that we get today is pretty bad. It's like, Batman needs to get his ass kicked now and again. And in Batman Mask of the Phantasm, he gets rocked pretty bad. It's one of the things I liked about the 2025 Superman is Superman gets his ass beat now and again. But here's the thing, though. Superman actually gets his ass kicked less in Superman 2025 than he did in Man of Steel. Man of Steel, he's getting his ass kicked a lot.
In phaser range, Captain.
DC lost a lot of aura. over the past decade. Pretty much every franchise is going to lose that just because of the bad writing. DC just had so much bad writing, it's not even funny, though. It's like Batman versus Superman. The first time we have Batman and Superman interacting on screen, and like it has just a few tiny scenes here and there. Oh, gonna get curvature of the spine. Come on, how many asteroids are there? It's like there's more. They just teleported in. I mean, all they did was blow up one planet. Like, how big can a planet be? Oh wait, there's a website from a long time ago. I don't know if it's still up, called the Star Wars Technical Commentaries, and they're the originator of the Indoor Holocaust. The Indoor Holocaust is where if the Death Star blew up in orbit around Endor, it would basically coat the entire planet in like 50 feet of debris, which I'm not sure it would do that uniformly, but it's basically where the Ewoks would be wiped out by the Death Star blowing up that close. And like there's this giant like explanation of how much debris one Death Star would have. It is the most beautiful nerdy thing I've ever seen. See, that's the thing, like if you have a franchise like Star Wars, you need the nerds. You need the D&D nerds. You need lots of nerdy people. Nobody cares about Star Wars anymore at all. Kids these days dress as Minecraft. Blech, ugh, ugh. I like Minecraft, but like dressing up as, you know, a middle-aged man versus dressing up as a stormtrooper, I don't know. Oh. There's still plenty of nerdy people here, but they're usually like my age though, like late 30s, you know, early 40s. I remember when Shatner came to visit Houston, he I gotta tell you, William Shatner, he don't come cheap. It was over $100 to get his picture. But it's worth it, because he's a legend. And he's in his 90s, so how many times is Shatner gonna go anywhere, I guess? Okay, you know what? We stopped the asteroids. We stopped the asteroids. We win the game. We are, all the asteroids all belong to us. My god, that's a boring mission. Okay, we could do a quick skirmish. Like, there's people that still dress up as, like, Star Trek characters here, at least. And yeah, I'm glad that I was born when I was, because I got to have all the good stuff. Okay, we'll just have 2 teams. Okay, you don't want to give them all the points, because then it's just going to be like the super high-tier ships. And we'll do Dominion. This was not in the original game. Like, you did not have Section 31. You did not have Terran Empire. You didn't have any of that. Okay, we'll do Dominion. And we're going to do the Uber ships. This is like the best of the best of the best, sir, here, people. So you got, like, the Equinox. But what you got here is the USS Monitor, which I really like because this is from a book. The first Shatnerverse book is where the Monitor shows up in. The Shatnerverse, not very good, and it wasn't even written by him either. Actually, you know what? You know what we're going to do? We're going to do something different. Okay, we can go in here, and we're going to give... Actually, we're going to use all the money. We're going to eat all the money. It's like the only time Star Trek ever had money, I guess. Let's just pick a random map. Okay, we get 4 ships. We get TNG. We got $100,000. $100 million. We're gonna go Uber. Dominion. Okay. We're actually gonna play as that's $90,000 for that one ship. Fuck it, let's do it. We're gonna go Enterprise J. We've got 1 ship against their 4. Let's see what we can do. The Enterprise J only showed up as like a picture in Star Trek Enterprise. Basically, Captain Archer just gets teleported to the future by a guy named Daniels. The Scimitar is kind of cool. I definitely don't hate it. Kind of neat. It's a big ass battle wagon that, of course, it can fire cloaked. So it's kind of a ripoff of Star Trek 6 there. Okay, where are Klingon enemies? No, Dominion. We're fighting Dominion, not Klingons. Alright. I like how they named the ship Wayoon. That's one of the major characters from, Hey, you idiot, go over here. One of the characters from DS9. One of the many characters played by Jeffrey Combs. It's kind of a neat looking ship, but you notice it does look a bit like the in X01 there. I do wonder how powerful this thing's gonna be. Oh shit. Well, it can't be that powerful because I already lost like half shields. No, this is pretty powerful because we just shredded this guy. Fucking shred him. Oh, that would have been useful. If you got all that time travel, why not go back in time to help win the war? Or did they already do that? Dale Gribble would like to know. I will admit I am pretty excited for the King of the Hill revival. Just because, well, King of the Hill is one of my favorite shows, favorite animated sitcom, so I'm hoping it's good. The White. Uh-oh. Is it okay to be... Is it okay to do Ketracel White, or is that the Resuscitism? I don't know. The Enterprise J got a new visual revamp. Oh. See a full city in the saucer? I gotta look that up. I didn't know that. Uh-oh. Did the game crash? No, it didn't. This game does like to crash out on you. Oh, we just fucking annihilated him. It's not even fair. That's just wrong. All good things must come to an end. And on that note, lads and lasses, that is Star Trek Legacy. It's a little jank here and there. It's not perfect, but I love me some Star Trek. And you know what? As the last kind of like really good Star Trek game before Star Trek Online kind of took over everything, it's good. It's got the original captains in it. You can find it, I think, on My Abandonware. I think, but it's definitely been delisted from everything. You can find the mod on ModDB. It's worth playing. It's jank, but it's the good kind of jank. That treaty that prevented the Federation from using cloaking devices was really stupid. Yes, it is really stupid, but you know what? Budget. And also probably bad writing. No one would ever actually do that anyway, so With Star Trek, you just kind of have to have some acceptable breaks from reality. Alright, next week we're going to be streaming some Dark Souls 2. Glad to see you, Ace Party. Next week we're going to do some Dark Souls 2, but until then, I'm going to wish you good Star Trek Legacy, Star Trek Online, or whatever makes you happy.